I have tried to make this video about 5 times now, and for some reason it keeps messing me up. And try again. The Iran war is choking crucial supply lines around the world as strikes continue across the Middle East, and experts are warning that the price of helium may be on the rise in coming days. Exports of helium, which is classified by the country of Canada as a critical mineral, are under pressure as the Strait of Hormuz has remained impassable throughout the conflict. Qatar, which accounts for 1/3 of the world's supply of helium, has seen its exports come under strain. Iranian drones attacked a number of energy-producing locations in Qatar, which resulted in Qatar Energy declaring force majeure and halting the production of LNG. Helium is a byproduct of LNG. As you create LNG or extract LNG, helium is created as a byproduct. So if you stop producing LNG, there is no helium produced. Additionally, the helium already in production cannot be shipped out of Qatar due to the Strait of Hormuz being threatened by Iran. It's not just your party balloons that could get hit by a shortage of helium. Of course, party balloons are the most commonly known use of helium. Anything that needs cryogenic cooling is affected, and that includes semiconductor chips, stuff for rockets, your MRIs. An MRI needs that in the hospitals. Helium is essential to the operation of MRI scanners as it permits the supercooling of the coils of wires that generate the magnetic field. Without helium, superconducting magnets cannot operate and would be unable to serve the needs of patients and healthcare providers. Helium with a very low boiling point is a key coolant for the research work for different things. If we interrupt the supply of helium, if we lose that coldness for even an instant, the magnet is lost and can be damaged. This can result in losses of millions of dollars. We need to make sure that there is a very steady supply of helium to the magnet at all times. Supply of helium could also hit the tech sector, with South Korea's chip-making industry warning that semiconductor manufacturers would not have access to helium, which is used as a coolant. Officials raised a possibility that semiconductor production could be disrupted if some of these key materials cannot be sourced from the Middle East, especially, again, TSMC in Taiwan. So aren't you glad that we got the Taiwanese to build a fab in where was it? Arizona. Aside from Qatar, most of the world's supply comes from the US, Australia, Russia, and Algeria. The only Canadian province that currently produces commercially viable helium is Saskatchewan. While Canada gets most of its supply from the US, 1/3 of the global supply being choked would raise prices globally. I think it's already up by 3 times or something. I wrote it down. Hold on. Where did I? Yeah, spot price has now tripled, just so you know, on helium. And Canada lacks liquefaction facilities. So I guess whatever they extracted has to come to the US to be processed. Not only is there less helium in the market, those who already have it may be hoarding it, creating panic and scarcity in the market. However, it's not possible to hoard it for too long. Unlike oil, you cannot have strategic reserves for helium. Helium is a highly perishable item. You can only keep it for approximately 30 days. After that, it's basically just vaporizing into the atmosphere. I don't think that's true. Ryan Peterson had a long piece that I was trying to work with, but it was so convoluted that I got confused. The U.S. has a storage facility in the Texas Panhandle, and that is been sitting there for like 100 years. So I don't know exactly how it works. It's like, I think he said it was like 3,000 feet below ground, and you're using like salt caverns or something to keep it stable. But I'm going to try to find that, I guess. And if anybody knows anything, share with the class. Thanks.